Hi, I'm Schmid. I joined Slate on the 21st of February to lead their global infrastructure business focused on cities and communities. I have close to 20 years experience in infrastructure and have advised clients across Europe, North America, and Asia buying infrastructure assets. The cities and communities impact infrastructure strategy is really focused on the decarbonization of the cities and communities, the places we live at. If we take the numbers, buildings today account for 28% of global carbon emissions. If you include construction, that's an additional 10%, gets you to 38%. Transportation is another 23%. So that just highlights that there's a real need for investment in real assets to reduce carbon emissions in communities around the world. We have a unique opportunity to leverage the existing Slate platform, expertise, reach, and relationships, and look for really opportunities for the wider infrastructure space and are able to bring real synergies to the table. And that's also what attracted me to Slate in the first instance. We will partner closely with cities, communities, and technology providers and invest across the infrastructure spectrum in long-term energy and sustainability solutions for urban settings. The Slate Cities and Communities Impact Infrastructure strategy will focus on highly populated city centers where people live, empower businesses with ready-made solutions to aid in the reduction of carbon emissions where they live, and invest in proven technology. A lot of the solutions we will invest in exist already, but haven't been applied in a mass scale to date. The goal of the strategy is to invest across the risk spectrum, but the ultimate goal is to earn the hard assets in the cities and the communities in which we operate in. In terms of sustainability criteria, Slate's objective is to create spaces where our people and tenants thrive. A big part of the objectives is ensuring that our properties and our communities are safe, environmentally resilient, and future-proof. Cities consume around 78% of the world's energy today and produce more than 60% of greenhouse gas emissions. These communities face significant questions of how to limit their emissions and achieve their carbon reduction targets. So the strategy is really focused on making investments that will have an impact on environmental resiliency straight from day one. And that's really one of the key criteria is anything we invest in needs to make an impact from day one. Our existing real estate platform, global reach, and deep network of relationships align seamlessly with the strategy. Again, we're looking at proven technologies and ready-made solutions that will integrate with existing real estate portfolios globally, improve access to clean energy, and aid the reduction of carbon emissions. In order to address the ever-increasing climate crisis by 2050, we must tackle carbon emissions in the cities and communities in which we live. Otherwise, we will fail those targets. It is estimated that we must change 6% of the global building stock today every year until 2050 and spend about 1.7 trillion in order to stand a chance to meet the targets that we have set ourselves by 2050. So Slate's strategy directly targets existing building stock to level up to the larger goal of carbon reduction and for a sustainable future. The strategy also addresses the ambitious net zero commitments of governments and communities around the world. We have a unique opportunity to leverage our existing portfolio, work with the owners of other portfolios, work with real estate managers, anybody in the real estate community to really leverage those relationships and make a significant change on a daily basis. So infrastructure can help advance the global energy transition and improve climate resilience in urban settings. In particular, if we look at what is really required in order to ensure the sustainability of our cities going forward. Because these efforts need to start from basic beginnings in the way we design our buildings, in the way we design our cities. And it's really about supporting the cities and the communities that we live with the appropriate infrastructure to serve not only to the needs of the people today, but also serve future needs, and allowing for the integration of new technologies, zero carbon technologies in particular, that are as only one way to affect real change and to really make a change to this particular point. We need to future-proof our infrastructure investments, i.e. not only design grids to cater for the existing capacity, but also allow to upsize them and to integrate new technologies as these technologies are being developed and deployed going forward. Future-oriented design allows the most sustainable and cost-effective development and will make a real benefit to our daily lives and will make a real change to the environmental, the environments that we operate in, I should say. But I think what's important to understand is we're not trying to be venture capital investors, we're infrastructure investors. We're really looking at existing technologies, but it is about the deployment of these technologies in today's world and really upscaling them and finding consensus in order to do so. We often hear that there is a conflict between sustainable investment and good investment from a return perspective. But really, if we approach it in the right way, if we work together on the common objective, both of these objectives can be met, and it can be very, very fruitful for the wider community.